guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me already, my name is Mariana and I enjoy filming kind of lifestyle videos on Wednesdays. So today I will be unboxing for you guys the new version of, well, not the newest because they have one that is really for Le Manoir, but their new version for the at-home lamp that you can use to do gel nail polishes. If you don't know Le Manoir, I talked about it already on the first video when I did the unboxing for the initial version that I bought, and I really love that lamp. It's really, it helped me do my nails and be able to keep them longer. It would last about like 3 weeks. It wouldn't really ship or anything. The only thing that I would say I disliked about the lamp is just that sometimes you have to leave your nails longer than the new lamp, and I tend to kind of forget about my self-care, or I'm always on the go and I try to do them like super fast before I have to go somewhere, an event or something. So I tend to not leave it as long as I should, and it has happened that sometimes I didn't leave it long enough and it kind of chipped or it got messy on the side. But after that, like I would push it aside and it wouldn't show. It's just like I would have a little part of my nail that was missing, and it's really not the end of the world, but it's just I wanted to be able to try new things, and I could afford the new lamp, so I was like, might as well. And also I want to try to do new designs, and just they show it on the new, like on their on their Instagram page. So I guess, like, I thought if I was trying to also do new designs, I will have to put more nail polish, and if I have to wait longer, it was just like going in my head, and I was like, okay, let me just get the new lamp. So just to let you know, I will put the link of me selling the older lamp that I have down below in the description. If it's still there, it means that it's still available. When I'll be able to sell it, I'll just get rid of it. I'll just remove it from the description. So yeah, like I said, I really liked it, and I feel like it's a good lamp for beginners just because it really helps you understand how the process of doing your nails and how the gel kind of dries, like how it goes. And I also like the format just because I was able to kind of bring it a little bit everywhere. I remember once we did a road trip and I just brought it with me. It's super simple. You just kind of need to plug it, and that's pretty much it. And you need to have your setup. So yeah, so I'll show you how to live that. Enjoy! Okay, so I kind of just wanted to show you where it comes and what it looks like. So I also wanted to give a little preview. So this is basically the older lamp, and you'll be able to see the difference with the newer lamp. So the older lamp is just like this, and you put your hands under it, and it dries the gel. As I said, you can also look it up on my first video. I'll put the link down below. So I keep telling myself that I have to stop ordering stuff, and every time that I end up ordering something, it's from Le Manoir because I love them so much. The setup is always super adorable. It's always like I bought some necklaces there and some rings, and it's always like, I don't know how to say it in French, but c'est toujours bien tenu. It's like kind of soft, and it's just kind of makes you feel peaceful and good about yourself. So yeah, I really recommend them. So it comes with these little notes. They also had it for the first one, and it tells you exactly what you have to do. So if ever you have no idea what you're doing, like I did the first time, you just follow step by step, and it ends up looking perfectly. Then it comes with the new one. I was waiting for to open it with you guys because I did make a little Instagram preview to ask you guys if you wanted me to unbox it. I also bought a new Lacquer Remover. I like this one because it doesn't have things that are bad for your nails. They do it like properly and specifically for these nail polishes, gel polishes. So yeah, it's just like it doesn't damage your nails, and I've been able to grow them pretty long. I don't know if it's focusing right now, but it really helps me. I used to have my nails really short, and then they would kind of keep going back and forth, long, short, and as I talked about on my first video, I thought it was maybe the way I was eating, drinking more water, but this, like, I feel like it's a little bit of a mix of everything, but this really helped me be able to grow them longer because sometimes I would kind of hit myself somewhere, and since the gel is pretty thick and it really hardens your nail, it wouldn't break out. So I bought some nail filers because I needed that. Some also to clean the nails, and I bought a few colors. I'm still not not sure which one I'm gonna do today. So I bought an orange one. Oh yes, I bought this one. It's wild honey. It's kind of like yellowish. Oh, and let me know if you want on my Instagram to be able to show them more. For me, I always love watching these type of stories just because it's fun and it gives me an idea of what I want to order next, because again, I really have to stop ordering. But I spent a whole like while of my life not ordering anything and like calming myself and being like, no, like save your money. So now I can like just kind of go crazy sometimes. So this one is skin. This one is toe. So funny how we always like get things that are just kind of lost in the box, and I'm always like trying to discover the things. So this one is coffee burlesque. I think I'm going to be doing burlesque. It matches with my top. It's kind of like a reddish. Coconut milk. That one is specifically to be able to do little kind of little designs on your nails, and I pretty much think those were the colors that I got. Yeah. So let's get into it. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that I had everything set up. So first 2 comments that I have so far. First of all, this one is really not heavy at all either. I maybe feel like the other one, no, they're kind of pretty much the same weight, but it's just like when I took the box out, I was like, is there something in here? A little downside is that I feel like the cable is not really that long, so I had to put an extension. I feel like the other one was a bit longer, but I mean, it's not the end of the world, and I hope it does. I don't think it has a big effect on the process of how the machine works, so we're good. So first, I always follow these little notes because I'm always scared that I miss a step or that I do something wrong, which is completely my type. So let's just follow the steps. Okay, so that one, okay, so the first part is pretty much taking it off. If you do have a Le Manoir gel cured lamp, one thing that I would suggest is when you leave the you put the aluminum with the liquid, they say about to leave it about 10 to 15 minutes. I love to leave it maybe 20 to 30 minutes just because like that, like I was so surprised the first time that it happened. I just took off, like I left it, not by mistake, but I was just running around and I was like, okay, let me just leave it as long as I can before I go somewhere, and I'll take it off when I go to that place. And I just took off the aluminum and then the gel just disappeared. I was like, wait, what? Like I didn't have to like kind of scratch it or anything. It was so amazing. So I feel like it's a lot better for your nails because you don't have to even kind of try to take it off. It just removes by itself. So yeah, so first we have to push the little cuticles. So apologize, my mom in the back. So I did want to ask you guys, how are you today? I know that I already asked it in one of my previous videos, but you know, times are hard, just life happens. Maybe you were good last week and this week it's not so good, you know? So it's important to just be able to talk. I love helping others. I just love being there for others, and I feel like sometimes people kind of feel like I'm harsh. Like my sister laughing in the back. But it's just like I come from a good place, you know? And it's so funny because even the other day I was talking to my best friend and I was being really harsh with her, you know? I was just like putting shit in her face and being like, oh well, this is how you feel, huh? And then I would just kind of be really mean. But the whole intention behind that was to make her say things of the way she felt, that when I was like, when she was over, I was like, well, see, you said it yourself, you know, this is how you feel. Like I didn't have to tell you any other way, you know, you said it yourself. And my intention wasn't to be mean, it was just to be able to get it out of her. Because sometimes when people tell you stuff, you're just like, okay, whatever, like that's how the person feels, or that's just how like they think because of their experience, like it doesn't necessarily relate to me. So when you try to like get it out of people, when they do say it, you're like, well, you said it, I didn't, so is it true or is it not? Like, are you lying to yourself or are you not? You know? So yeah, like I don't intend to come for a wrong place. It's just sometimes people need to be put in the hard spot and just be questioned the right ways. And no, I don't know it all. I wish, but like this life is pretty crazy and it's hard to know it all. It's just you learn as you go kind of thing. And not in a bad way, but I had to like kind of be mature mature my own self and just kind of learn as I went from my experiences. And yeah, I love learning just about life and about myself, just discovering new things. Okay, so this is pretty much getting your nails ready. So if you want to know more about this part, I would suggest maybe to go on my first video, because I don't want to make this video too long either. I really wanted to mostly kind of show you the new machine, and I will kind of give you tricks along the way. Like, I'll let you know on the next clips if ever there's something that comes to mind. I'm really like rustic. I don't know if that's how you say it in French, in English. Rustic. Like, this is so satisfying, guys. Like, it just cleans your nails. Like, you know, removing your cuticles. Like, you thought it wasn't that bad, and then when you see it all clear, you're like, damn. And that's what I love about the brand, is that they give you everything. You know, sometimes like you buy a lamp and it's just, you have the lamp and you have to buy everything else. Here it's like you have for the cuticles, and then to push your cuticles and to remove your cuticles, to like be able to kind of file it and everything. So so satisfying. Oh, and by the way, I will be doing burlesque, just because I'm burlesque. Can you be burlesque?
I think so.
Is that like an adjective that you can use, or is it just a noun that is a fact? Love it, she's Googling it. Like, that's me in life. Like, when I don't know something, I just Google it, but right now I can't really, so. But when sometimes it's just like, when people are just staring at me and they're like, do you know this? And I'm just like, well, you have your phone in your head, can you just like look it up?
It's actually a meaning I didn't know it had. It says an absurd or comically exaggerated imitation of something, especially in a literary or dramatic work, a parody. The funniest burlesque of Oprah, so it's like it's making fun of something. So yeah, something can be burlesque, but that's not the image
I love making fun of myself, so here we are, doing burlesque.
Being burlesque.
Being. So it's a noun.
Yeah.
Okay. Being burlesque.
And a verb.
A verb.
She struck a ridiculous pose that burlesqued her own vanity.
I burlesqued y'all. I burlesqued myself. And this is why it's so funny.
I think I still don't know how it fully means, but yeah.
This is what I love about like speaking so many languages and not having perfection in all of them. It's just like, you can just make fun of yourself and it's still funny, you know, because you're not meant to be perfect in that language. It's just like, whatever, you know, I don't know how to say it. Well, too bad, so sad. I speak 2 other languages, so I'm good. I will master those words in those other languages. Oh yeah, and you haven't noticed, like, these are my videos, you know, just like, nothing serious, just me being a fool. Me again, burlesquing myself. I don't think that's the meaning of it, but you know what I mean. Hopefully. Okay, so I did the washing in the hands part. Now I'm at step 5, if you're also doing it with me. So there's 3 little tricks that I wanted to share with you guys. So first, when you are filing your nails, I thought about it last time, but I kind of forgot this time because I was too excited to do my nails. Put kind of like not a blanket, but just maybe some paper towel or something on yourself, because I had a bunch of dead skin, because you know nails are dead skin. So I just had a bunch all over myself. Also, when you file your nails, I learned this trick a while ago. try to do it always in the same kind of sense, because when you tend to go from one side to the other, it apparently it makes it easier for your nails to break, because you're kind of causing that friction in your nail that creates little kind of breakages, if we can say. So that, be careful with that. Also, when you wash your hands, make sure that you really go under there and that you really remove everything that is around and under your nail. So like that, when you go ahead and you put the nail polish, it's not kind of going to get stuck or have longer I kind of got cut off, like people making noise in the back. That's okay. So I think I said the part of really making sure that you remove everything that is under your nails. Also, a trick that I learned by watching one of their lives is make sure that you really take off all the parts of, if we can say, the cuticles that you have on your nail everywhere, just to make sure that it, because that's what kind of would make your nail polish chip off. If there's like kind of little bumps and there's air that ends up getting stuck in those little bumps. So what I'm going to do is that when I'm going to be done with this, I'm again going to push with this just to make sure that it really removes everything, and then I'm going to file it a little bit more, but then you're done with it. Finally getting to trying this baby out. So let's see. So I cut my cuticles, I put some alcohol, I washed my hands. Now the application, putting on the whatever you want to call it. By the way, I was thinking about that today, and I wanted to ask you guys to comment down in the comments, what does it mean for you to be authentic, you know? Because so many people say that they're authentic and that they're themselves, but at the end of the line, I feel like we all kind of compare ourselves to other people, other figures that we hear about or that we follow. So yeah, what's about being authentic that captures you? You know, it's interesting to know everybody's perspective for future projects. Like for myself, but you know, we have ideas that go around and that make us want to discover new people and learn more. So please let me know. I want to know more about y'all. I keep hearing about me and I keep talking about myself, but sometimes it's enough about me. Guys, this color is giving me life. So nice. It's like a badass bitch. Cause I'm a badass bitch. Okay, so 30 seconds. I really like this lamp. Also because I feel like the numbers are already there. The other one is just like you click a button and it just wait for it to like be done. But this one is kind of, you have 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 90 seconds. 99 seconds. And it just goes and you see how long you have left, and it's just super easy to go with it. I'm really happy with my purchase. Tap on the back. I wanted to do other kind of nail doing dates with you guys, so we can just talk. Well, we can't really talk right now, but if you want to like ask me other questions a bit when I do mukbangs, that I just answer you guys' questions that you ask me on Instagram. So if you want to put on the comments below what type of questions you would like me to put on my Instagram, so you guys can ask me and then we can just like discuss about it and just be able to do things like that. So I finished this pen. Here it is. I love it. It's so nice. It just makes me feel good. As you can see, like I didn't have to wait super long, and it's pretty dry. Yeah, it's dry. Yeah. And like that's the other thing. That's one of the things that would happen with the other one, is that I felt like it wasn't completely dry, and I would kind of like, I would do this and you would still kind of feel the moist, but this one, like I can go on it and it doesn't, yeah, hopefully, because then if not I'm just gonna mess it all up. But yeah, no, I didn't do it, and I kind of felt it was weird because the first time that I did it with the other machine, it was perfect, you know, and then with time, that's when I felt like it was kind of going weird. But I really think it's because I was doing the layers too thick. And it's completely my fault. But again, like I was kind of always in a hurry, and for example, for this type of color, I would have only put like 2 layers, but then I would put it super thick so it wouldn't completely dry. So that's on me, but that's why I was like, okay, if it's on me, I'm just gonna get one that is really more performant, because that one is, this one is, I think, 24 watts compared to this one is 80 watts. So it's still like, you know, a big difference. And since I said I wanted to do little designs, I feel like it's really going to help me in that part. And again, it's really just me who is really impatient. But if you're really patient, it's really, really worth it. So yeah, just try it out, and you can order it online if also you want. If not, I'll just put down the link like I said. So make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day. I send you lots of love. I send you guys lots of love, joy, happiness. Just feel good about yourself. Make sure to comment what's authentic for you. And yeah, just try to be more authentic. You know, if you want me to put like something out there for you to do and like to try to make you feel good, just try to be authentic. Just see the things that help you feel good and happy about yourself. So yeah, love you guys. Bye.